no offside this time. Cunnington on his way. Chance, and a penalty.
And he's got the booking.
He must be booked for it, I'm afraid. Cunnington went on his way. It was a lovely ball through the middle.
You see, this is inconsistency with referees. That man should be booked. It was a cynical foul.
And I know who's taking this one.
I reckon John will take responsibility. I'm only saying that because he's walking in the area.
Well, I think it's fair to say I hardly dare look. Lovely run by Cunnington, taken out as he was rounding the goalkeeper. Cockrell against Sampson. 1-0! And I think it's fair to say deserved.
Yes.
Scored enough goals away from home. They've got good away form, and that's Keith Alexander with a lovely lob forward there for Dave Gilbert. Ball in the middle. Half away, chance. And another penalty.
And another penalty.
Dead right. A good referee, and he is right on the spot. It was Cunnington again coming in, and the man tripped him from behind as Sean Cunnington was lining up his shot.
There was no doubt that was a straightforward penalty. They can't have any arguments.
No, I don't know how they can stand there and argue with the referee, because even from up here, the ball was laid back straight into the path of Cunnington, albeit from one of their own defenders. Cunnington went flying. There's no argument. But they're doing the best with it. And I reckon Cockrell's going to bust on that again. Or I hope so.
He's a very brave man taking this one, I'll tell you.
Cockrell against Sampson. Two fine penalties.
I think it was inevitable the goalkeeper was going to go to the side where the other two went, and John knew this and very intelligently tucked it into the other side.
Okay. Alexander's there, flicks on. Yep, 4-2. Goal at the other end under similar circumstances. It was a super header again by Keith Alexander. Very similar to the half. Gives the throw, Reese quickly in there. Here's Gary Birtles looking to get past the man. Childs still going. Ball in, chance on! 1-0! Keith Alexander on hand. The throw was taken quickly. Town were alert to it. Childs got to the byline, took the goalkeeper out, ball into the middle, and there's a big man to put away another goal for us. 1-0 to Grimsby. But it's blocked. And Stockport clear it, only as far as Cunnington. Ball inside is to Reese, looking to push it forward again, can't do so. Sean Cunnington with a good jump. Keith Alexander wants to lay it off. Tony Reese wants support now, finds it with McDermott. Cross into the middle is a good one. Birtles, Gilbert, chance on. Gotta be in, yes! Tony Reese! Much the same as the Town first goal. Gilbert didn't give it up, went after it, took it down to the byline. The goalkeeper quite rightly came for it. Gilbert clipped it to have a look at. Gary Birtles, good ball inside to Gilbert. The big switch is on. Cracking ball. Tony Reese. Early one in. Keith Alexander. Handball. Penalty's given.
But what a superb ball, John.
Dave Gilbert's pass there absolutely split Stockport County apart. Now, I think they were, to some extent, a little bit unlucky to have the penalty given against them.
No way, John. It was a penalty all the way.
The thing is, we had this debate a couple of weeks ago against Southend. Was it ball to hand or hand to ball?
But Keith Alexander headed towards the goal, and he's going in the net.
In fairness, yes. The hand stopped the ball reaching the net. Dave Gilbert is the man with it.
Now, this is going to be a character penalty.
Fingers crossed. That'll do! That will do nicely. 3-2, and it's fitting that Dave Gilbert should get the chance, because it was his bobbling behind him. Birtles, good header forward. Cunnington's a man on the chase. He has Gilbert in support behind him. Dave Gilbert takes it, looking to get past the men. Gets past one, gets past two. Being held back by Brown. That's a penalty kick.
He was right. The referee is right. It was outside the area.
Ooh. It's a very, very close one. Again, another one for everybody to have a look at, no doubt. Yes, I suppose in fairness, the infringement started outside the box.
This is not Anfield, it's Blundell Park. And if it had been John Barnes, we'd have got a penalty. But yes, it is outside. It was John, honestly.
Right. We shall see. Dave Gilbert hit the deck inside the area, but yes, the infringement definitely started outside. Here's Cunnington's kick. Looks a good one. Men coming in. Oh, a cracker! A beauty from Rees.
Who needs a penalty?
Well, what a good header. It was a smashing free kick from Sean Cunnington. Placed it on the spot, and Rees came in near post and pushed it past for a goal.
What more can you say? A perfect cross and a perfect header.
And I'm getting myself in the confusion here, because as Martin says on the camera here, that was Gary Birtles who had nipped up for that one.
I thought it was Gary Birtles.
And there's me there giving Tony Rees a credit. I'm sure Gary won't mind. The game, the referee is looking at his watch now. The scoreline is still 0-0. This will be 4 games in the league without a goal for Grimsby Town. But the chance is on still. Willis on a run, still going. Ball behind him though. Looking for it now. Alexander. Yes! 1-0! At the death, Keith Alexander pinches it.
Even though you got him mixed up with Harry Willis, it was Keith Alexander.
It was Keith Alexander.
And he lost control. It was a bit sloppy at times by Keith, but that is Keith, you know. He's absolutely brilliant at times. He lost control. But what it's come is...
was commenting about how good the pitch looked. I don't know what's happened in the meantime, apart from there being an awful lot of bad weather, that is for sure. But certainly very, very tacky in the middle. So it'll be interesting to see what use we put Childs and Gilbert to today. Those are the 2 men, of course, who will be down the wing. Cross coming in, it's a good one and a goal! 1-0, and we have an injury. As soon as he headed it, he went down. It's Alexander, good turn, still going, gets the corner. Town's 8th corner. Childs is going across for this one. He has Gilbert there for the short if he needs him, but I think he'll hit it into the area. Here comes the ball, it's into the near post and a cracker. 2-0! Gary Birtles was the man this time with a flick on it, the near post.
It was the very slightest of flicks, but it was just enough, John.
Yep. Box. Cockrell. Childs has to force it down the line now, does do, and find Rees. Not the best of layoffs. It comes through well to Cockrell though. He has Alexander in support. Alexander, chance on, surely. Still Alexander, still Alexander. Oh, what a goal! What a splendid strike of a ball!
John.
Switch play. Deakin comes up from the left back position. Not a good ball, but it's Mackay to pick it up. And well played by Tilson getting in the way to block it. Here's Gilbert. Oh, a good ball. Cockrell. Rees is wide on the right. Here's Rees. Ball goes away a little bit, but Town have got plenty forward now. Rees's effort. And that was well played by Steve Davis, the number 6, hooking the ball away.
With lovely approach play. It's a pity John's ball just ran away from Tony, and, you know, the move more or less broke down from there.
So 4 minutes to go. Gilbert's corner. Good looking one, that's a goal! A superb goal! Ian Knight! The man we have just signed on loan, and you will not see a more powerful header. He came in like a train, and that is 1-1. Here's Futcher. Good layoff. Atkinson tries to spread play, but it's well picked off there. Cockrell was the man doing the job. Here in midfield now is Cunnington. Cockrell again. Just showed a bit too much of it. Ball still finds Rees, and that's a good pass. Behind the ball comes Sean Cunnington. Chance on, and goal on! 2-1! And a lovely run behind the defence by Sean Cunnington. And the bench are absolutely delighted with that one, because that... Davis. Francis, oh, not a good ball. Here's Cockrell. Childs is square, chance on, surely. Childs, still Childs. 3-1, and what a good finish.
What calm, cool collective. A lot of people would have hit it first time. Gary went inside, checked, and then saw his spot and calmly slid it past the goalkeeper. But
his keeper, Futcher, is in there. Tilson. Just about sorted out between us. Good throw, actually, that by Steve Sherwood. Found John McDermott. Childs. And a good return. Rees will have to chase it. Ball into the middle now. Gary Birtles. Ball standing up. In now. Chance on. 4-1 will do. Very calm, cool and collected. And a very, very good goal. Gary Birtles let the ball run away from the goalkeeper there, and the goalkeeper... Town have got themselves another corner out of this at the end of the day. Second one. Once again, Gilbert with it. They'll probably try and pull this one a little bit away from Samways. Let's see. There it goes. Good one. Chance on, off the line. Looked like handball. Whoa. Off the thigh, shall we say there. I think the man covering was Gabe Brevitt. He's in the action.
Interesting look at it again, John, but I never thought for 1 minute it was a penalty. I thought it bounced awkward and the lad, as you say, off his thigh.
Yeah. Probably the bounce of it made it look worse than what it was. Gilbert's corner. Another good one. Cockrell this time. Yes, that's a goal. Tony Rees, the man with it. And it was a smashing corner. Oh, not a good ball. Childs trying to get in. Does do. Still on his way. Being held off.
And the linesman has given it outside, which it quite was. But technically it should be a penalty.
He was being held off outside the area. Brought down inside the area. And as you say, technically it is quite right, I'm afraid.
2 or 3 years ago, John, that would have been a sending off decision.
As it is, it's going to be a free kick for Town straight in front of the sticks on the 18-yard line. The man has been booked. I think that'll be Ashurst, yeah. And he did what he had to do, I suppose.
Good old pro, Jackie, good old pro.
Well, I'd like to see Town poke this one away and make it 2-0. Plenty of men there with the ability to do so. Interesting to see that Paul Agnew is putting himself in line there as well.
Come back to my old thing, John. If this had been Anfield, it'd have been a penalty.
Yes. Well, I think it's a blast it time. Gilbert. Whoa! That will do! That will do nicely.
Once again, who needs a penalty?
When you up here, 60 yards away. Here's Gilbert. Chance on. That looks like 1-0! And how well did Dave Gilbert put that ball away? It was a lovely chip through to him. And there was no messing up front at the moment. We'll see how this progresses throughout the game. Rees on the run to pick it off. Chance on. Showed a lot of it. Still there. Still there. Goal! 1-0. Tony Rees. And he showed so much of that ball to Richardson. The defender made the mistake. Tilson. McDermott. Rees, Birtles, should I say, finds Childs, looking to go past Kamara. Cross coming in now, it's the early one. Still in there, Rees looking for it. Yes! 2-0! His persistence has paid off again. He forced the defender into the error, waited for the ball and knocked it past the goalkeeper Richardson for 2-0. And this is a mark of the man's game. 41 minutes gone. The second goal coming after 39 minutes. And Tony Rees on a hat-trick. And that did look a heavy challenge. Rees was the man who collected the challenge from behind. And once again, it's a big men coming forward. This is where Andy Tilson invariably will become dangerous. He's scored a couple of flashing headers for us so far this season. And he'll certainly hope to get another one here. Let's see what will happen. Mark Lever as well in there. Cross coming in now. Hit hard to the far post. Lever! That's in! 3-0! Mark Lever is the man with a touch.
Be interesting to have a look. Counter off. Cockrell. Penalty! Penalty! I'll go to Mike. I thought it was a rather foolish tackle by Wallington.
Completely unnecessary, but no doubt about it, it was a penalty.
It's not in yet, you know.
A penalty kick.
Well, John Cockrell is on the pitch now. Dave Gilbert usually takes him.
It's Dave Gilbert's claimed the ball.
Ah, well, that's lovely.
Sign of a confident man.
Well, you see, Dave missed one, and then John took two. I think it was against Stockport County, and I'm pleased Dave's picked the ball up. Now this is ridiculous.
Yeah, gamesmanship, I think, on the part of Lincoln there.
Darren Davis.
Gamesmanship that worked against York City, actually. They missed a penalty after exactly the same interruption.
Well, we're not going to do.
We'll wait for the evidence.
I told you, Mike.
Absolutely.
McDermott, Childs. Good ball that to Rees. Andy will get the return into the space. So this is lovely football. Alexander looking for it again. It's nipped away from him, but it's still there. In there. Rees, 1-0! And a cracking goal to start things off with.
John McDermott, beautiful ball down the wing. Beautiful ball down the wing. I don't know what's happened here.
Well, I'm afraid that Rees took something after the goal had been scored. And there was a bit of argy-bargy that involved Rees pushing one of the Halifax players to the floor. And he has somebody free here. Childs overlap is on with McDermott. Cunnington is there and will give the ball back to him. This is good approach work. Gilbert had made a lot of space to get into that position. Childs again. Ball into the middle. Long range cross. Yes! 2-1! Keith Alexander! Beautiful move, and the bench is ecstatic. And that is exactly what Town wanted.
Brett Angel away, but that was covered by Mark Lever. Gary Childs to Rees. Well won by John McDermott. Chance to get the cross in. Looks for Childs. This comes to Gilbert. Dave Gilbert's right foot. It's there. 1-0. Left peg. Gilbert and Childs over it. Mark Lever at the far side of the box. Gary Childs, little short one. Knocks the ball into Tony Rees. And comes inside. Tees up Gilbert. And that's number 2! Dave Gilbert's second goal of the match! Good work by Rees and Childs. Childs fed. Logan just clips it into the middle. Good header from John Cockrell. Dave Gilbert with a bit of space. He's going to knock that wide. Chris Hargreaves is away. He's got a clear run on goal. He's got it. Steadies himself. It's there! It's 4-2. And what a cool piece of finishing by Chris Hargreaves. A lovely finish.
And I'm afraid you got to say, John, on the balance of play, Scunthorpe deserve this lead.
Yes, they've played well so far. Town have yet to impress up front. And Scunthorpe United have been eager for the ball. Looking for the offside now, though. No offside. Chance on now. That is 1-1! Yes! Exactly the reply that we wanted. In a minute, I'll tell you who scored it, because I think it's Andy Tilson.
Yes, and I'll tell you what. I'd like to see the video again, because I reckon the bloke was offside on the right-hand side.
Joblin will have to get rid now. Through the middle it goes. Keith Alexander just able to get the nut on it. Here's Hargreaves. Oh, it's a good looking cross. Men in there. Chance on now. Rees holds on, looks to pull it back. Cockrell! Yes! 2-1! John Cockrell! And had the bench happy.
Keith Alexander to Hargreaves, the two substitutes. What has Alan Buckley got in his pocket? Because Tony Rees did absolutely superb, John, and the finish was marvellous. Still playing as well as ever.
And here's McDermott, who's had a good season. Oh, what a good ball. Birtles, chance on! 1-0, and what a smashing goal! What a glorious goal! It was a good ball by Macca. The control you will never see better, and the finish was marvellous.
Absolutely, I bet Alec Ferguson wish he had him.
Ball coming in now. Low, flat throw, flicked on by Satori. Only half away. Cunnington. Rees might get there, does do. Cunnington on a run. Well played. Late challenge there. Childs takes the ball on. Ball to the far post. Birtles, shot on, into the middle. Yes! John Cockrell will claim it. May have been deflected as an own goal, but Gary Childs did well with the ball to the far post and a lovely knock back inside again by Gary Birtles. I think Cockers will claim it.
Oh yeah, Cockrell will definitely claim that one.
Alan Buckley is not happy with the marking. Morgan, ball in now. Satori after it, Lever away. That was good play by Mark Lever. Here's Birtles. Brings the ball under control, takes a shove. Still going, bundled over, John Cockrell. Gilbert. Cunnington is squaring. Gilbert goes outside the maul. Ball into the middle now. Shot on! Oh, what a glorious goal! What a magnificent goal by Gary Birtles. Fantastic finish.
Very good play though by...
But it's been a mark of Alan Kennedy's play. He does drill that ball in well with a left foot. He's done it for years with Liverpool and he's obviously still doing a pretty good job here. Good knock off from Birtles. Finds Gilbert. In turn looks for that run of Cockrell's. John Cockrell. Good ball back. Gilbert cross into the near post. Men coming in. Rees and finishes 4-1. What good finish, and he absolutely stole it.
Absolutely brilliant finish. A goal he really deserved. Well, we've got one on the pitch. Get off, son, you won't see the rest of the game. Marvellous finish, but if I was looking at it from a Wrexham point of view, I would be asking my goalkeeper.
Will spread play wide, or try to, but Joblin saw it and goes forward. Good ball, Gary Birtles lays off to Gilbert. 2 in the middle now, 3. Joblin himself has gone forward. Dave Gilbert, still Dave Gilbert, looking to get past some men. Gets to the line now. Corner kick, well played by Dave Gilbert. Gary Childs coming across to take it. Into the last 10 minutes. 4-1 is the scoreline. Childs and Gilbert between them to play the short corner. Now Childs. Still Gary Childs. Square on. Chance is there. Still there. Yes! Gary Birtles gets his hat-trick. And a magnificent hat-trick as well. What good play and well done by Gary Birtles.
Now let him get off the pitch, please. Let's get on with the game. But it's well deserved actually by the captain. Very well deserved.
And well covered. Gary Childs. Steve Sherwood wasn't the best of throws really. McDermott was marked. But he found Childs. Long ball through the middle. Looking for Rees, and that is a good pass. Tony Rees takes well. He must have some support though. Still Rees, ball into the middle. Cunnington. The referee allowing play to go on. And well played by Crewe. Well in by Knight. Dave Gilbert, shot on. Coming in. And that's a good goal. Lovely goal by Dave Gilbert. It was Ian Knight who pinched the ball back for Town in midfield.
There's Andy gone up. Big Knight has stopped back though.
Yes, he has this time. Let's see. The ball was hit lower. Oh, and never really cleared. Steve Sherwood. And this time a good throw. Joblin in a lot of space. Tony Rees is hanging offside. And that's a good ball. Hargreaves, ball into the middle. It's a low one. Cunnington looking to knock it back. Shot on, deflected. Yes! And Tony Rees will claim it. I think it was a deflection that took it past the goalkeeper, but we won't really mind, and that was very good play by Town down the left side. The penalty area. Free kick given. Yes, Town, after a splendid performance at Preston and a hard-working one against Crewe on Tuesday night, just yet to find the real touch so far in this game. Here's Childs. Looking for the return, going through, still Childs, and the goal! 1-1.
Yes, but to my mind, Tony Rees again.
It was a lovely layoff. Gary Childs, as soon as he picked the ball up there in midfield. Cockrell's made a run through the middle. Hargreaves on the chase, but won't catch that one. That will be a Town throw. But that was a lovely ball to the near post. Page met it well, and I think the man at the far post there was Daly, who got the header in. And Steve Sherwood was standing right behind it and took it straight into the midriff. And now it's action at the other end. It's Gary Childs to Rees. Gary Childs crossing, it's a good looking one, man in there, it's Hargreaves! 2-2, and what a good header that was.
And what a start, because they had a chance to go 3-1 up, which would have made it hard for Grimsby. What a magnificent cross by Gary Childs, and young Chris there climbed and hung like old Matt Tees used to do, and it was...
And we will assume that Joblin, was it, and Tilson and Sherwood between them knew exactly what was going on there.
I think it was Andy Tilson, yeah.
And that is 3-2! Woods, and that was a fantastic goal. And I didn't say a thing, Rowley, I let Woods do the talking for me, and what a way to finish. And John McDermott almost seeing his back pass cut off by Page. So Town has certainly lived a little bit dangerously, I'm afraid, throughout this game so far, Rowley, but thankfully at the moment are 3-2 up. Tony Rees with a good header on. Here's Woods, still going, chance on now, shot on, and a glorious goal! What a glorious goal!
I hope Bradford don't want him back.
What a marvellous goal, 6 spot. Childs sticking to his man well. McKerney, wasn't a good ball inside, Cockrell got there. Now the ball through the middle, Woods is on the chase. That could be an own goal. Off the bar, Woods to finish. And in. 1-0. Comedy of errors as far as Crewe Alexandra were concerned, because the back pass wasn't the best of back passes. That's what's called a suicide ball. Now, if Nigel Batch had been in goal, he'd have been out there straight away to have a word with Macca, but Steve Sherwood have a different temperament, and he immediately gets on with it. But John McDermott didn't hit the back pass there as well as he would have liked. Steve Sherwood able to collect all the same. Here's Rees. Ball inside is a good one to Cockrell. Lever. Spreads played now to Gilbert. The knock-on is there for Cockrell. This is good play by Town. Shot is on. Coming in. And that's a cracking goal! My goodness! What a splendid strike by Cockrell. Well, Woods was after his man there very, very quickly. Scrambly in there, but Tilson does very well. Oh, and a good layoff. Cockrell's on the run and going past the man into the middle now. This is Rees, miscues it, follows it up, and didn't he do well? He miscued the shaken more than anything. Jackson's a big lad, and when he knocks you down, I suppose you stay down to some extent, but no lasting damage, no doubt. And Dave Gilbert, who can hit a ball from that position as well as just about anybody, is lining this one up. And I reckon it might be Dave Gilbert who's favourite for this. Let's see. There it goes. Wall blocks it. Chances on. 2-0! And that was followed in by Tom Watson.
Poetic justice, really, John.
Ball back to Trevitt. Edwards. Still Edwards. Marsden. Dave Gilbert. Rees. Ball inside. Cockrell. Good play by Town. Gilbert with a one through the middle. Woods looking for it. Back to Cockrell. Chance. Oh, What a magnificent piece of football!
You will not see a better goal on any pitch anywhere in the world. That was absolutely first-class play. It started in our half, John, and I want to see that one again.
Well, that's one fair comment, but it reflects badly on the game because it has certainly not been that sort of game. 73 minutes of the game gone, 3-0 to Grimsby, and Town pushing just about everybody forward again. Tilson changes the play to Joblin. Gilbert will want support. Oh, but turns inside beautifully. This is good play. Oh, on Cockrell again. Shot coming. Oh, well. What a strike by John Cockrell. The ball was an absolute beauty, and what a way to finish.
Without a doubt, one of Cocker's specials. I wonder what he'll be writing in the Telegraph this week. But
number 12, Hazel, and 14 is Gota. And Grimsby win a free kick on the edge of the area. In a dangerous position for Rotherham. Two minutes of the game gone. A good chance for Grimsby. Here we go, Cockrell runs over it. Joblin, Rees tries to get them going. Gilbert gets the ball across. Lever and Tilson, Lever with a goal, it's a goal! 1-0 in the second minute to Grimsby Town. Lever headed it. Oh, Rees is free. Woods tries to head on to him. Rees still, finds Watson. Back to Rees. That's a good run by Cunnington. Cunnington again, shot blocked. Hasn't gone out for the corner. Shot blocked by Barnsley. Cunnington, Watson, Cunnington again, tries to go round him. Oh, good move by Rees. Cunnington back again. That's his number 2. Neil Woods again. What a beautiful play by Grimsby Town.
So after 38 minutes, the score remains Grimsby Town 0, Swansea City 0. McDermott pushes on to Rees. Rees turns his man. Looking for a handball there. The ball's cleared. A maelstrom erupts. McDermott into the box. Nobody can see the ball. And Town score through Dave Gilbert. A brilliant goal. Getting on the end of a mix-up in the Swansea defence. As the rain poured down and the wind swirled and Swansea couldn't see the ball.
Slam it away now. Tony Rees looking for the push off, nothing given. Dave Gilbert. Good ball. Finds Woods. Oh, good control. Inside. Here it comes again. Woods going forward. Chance now. Oh, marvellous goal. What a lovely 1-2. And that man is lethal when you get him inside the box.
well, John, it started just a few yards down from us. A magnificent control to get past the Leighton Orient number 10.
Good play. Good knock off to McDermott. Ball into the middle now. Surely Tony Rees to the far post. Headed away by Anchampong. Ian Knight had gone up there and was waiting for it. Gilbert. We reckon it's time. Last chance now for Town. Ball comes in. Men in there. Plenty of them. Gary Childs. Shot coming in. Not a good one. Childs again. Poked over the top. Oh yes. Chance. Yes. At the death. Town pins it.
Frank Clark must be sick. Alan Buckley is over the moon.
Good knock inside by Rees, but nobody looking for it apart from Blake. Header forward again. Cunnington with a knock on. Good play. Woods. Rees inside. Gilbert the far side. Neil Woods. Still going, still going, still going. Ball back. Rees. Still there. Yes! Tom Watson. 1-0 Grimsby Town. The pullback was probably not the best. It all got a bit muddled, but Tom Watson, but he's got it out of his system. Joblin. Dave Gilbert. Joblin is still on. The referee's getting in the way quite well at the moment. He's had a good game, but it's twice he's got in there. Here's Dave Gilbert. Joblin. Dave Gilbert again. Woods is down the line. Once again, the referee getting involved. Oh, good ball back by Tony Rees. And a good challenge there. Neil Woods is still in. Tom Watson again. Squares it. Yes! Gary Childs finishes the move.
But let's give the credit where it's due. Superb play by Tony Rees, and didn't Tommy Watson do absolutely superb? Stepped up a gear, but at the moment I think we're still in second gear.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Sean Cunnington with a free kick. Dave Gilbert now to the wing. Watson. Childs. Woods. Neil Woods getting past a man, still going, drags it back now. Hargreaves into the middle, chance on for Cockerell. Well, it was always breaking there, fortunately for Town, and it fell for John Cockerell on the far post, and with the old right boot this time, he didn't make any mistake at all.
So fans get behind them. Sense possible chance of an equaliser here. It's come in and it's headed away by Mark Hughes. Neil Woods is up forward, he's got the ball back. Cunnington gets the ball inside. There's all sorts of bodies at the moment. It's come back out and it's a goal. It's number 6, Sean Cunnington. As Tranmere were unable to clear it. The ball fell out. Of the backroom staff, one included Michael Lyons, who used to manage Grimsby Town. Possibly wishes he was still there now. Steele. Amazing amount of skill for such a big guy. Still manages to keep the ball. And somehow or other, Rovers come out with it. Lyons loses it though. And it's a break on, as Neil Woods has actually got away from Steve Vickers for the first time this afternoon. Gilbert's got the Everton goal, and Grimsby have scored. They have stolen the match.
Still Tony Rees. Wants some support now. Finds it with Joblin. Gilbert. Little chip forward, but it's all very tight there. Town coming forward. Here's Cockerell. Here's a chance, and that is a penalty kick this time. Most definitely.
Well, obviously Mr. Key didn't see last week's incident. If he hadn't give that one, John, I wouldn't like to think what would have happened. But it was a definite penalty. Bad slip up in the Mansfield defence, I thought. John took advantage and gained a penalty. Let's hope we can go one up.
Well, let's keep everything crossed. Foster putting his oar in, but it's Dave Gilbert up against Beasley. I don't know whether I dare look. That'll do. 1-0.
And there were 4 men in the box before he hit that shot, but nevertheless the ball went in the net.
Well, Kearney's header into the box. Childs can't reach it. Kearney again. Ian Knight going across. Good challenge. Childs. Tony Rees. Good control. And that's well played. Cunnington. And again. And it'll break. Dave Gilbert. This is a real chance now. Dave Gilbert inside. 2-0 probably. Yes! Marvellous.
Started off with a great tackle by Big Knighty. I thought the pass down under us took a wicked deflection.
It did.
And great finish there by Davey. A little bit fortunate with the pass.
Well spotted. Down the line, Woods. Off the man. I think that's going to be a corner kick if it goes. Well spotted. Town players knew that had clipped the shins of the defender, which I think was Miller. So it's Town's 5th corner. Dave Gilbert again with it. And it'd be nice to score now as half-time approaches. Good looking corner as well. Men coming in on it. Cockerell, Rees, yes! Good goal by Tony Rees. The defence were caught napping. And so it's going to be Bournemouth with it all to do in the second half, I reckon. 45 minutes up, we reckon. But let's not forget that we've had injuries to John Cockrell, Paul Miller, the fullback. Reese through the middle, Sean Cunnington. Chances here for 2-0, and that will do. Beautiful ball. Tony Reese scores one, makes one, and the skipper puts it away with aplomb. Marvellous goal. By Gary Childs. Birtles in again. Agnew. Reese. This looks appetising. Woods. Oh, and that's a penalty. And the referee surely has to look at his linesman here. Well, it's been given right on the edge of the box. And if that's a professional foul, then the man is supposed to be off as well. But he has not done so. Town have got a free kick lined up on the edge of the area. Neil Woods was the man going through. And we've got Dave Gilbert and Sean Cunnington after this one. Poor Dave Gilbert put one right over the top at Southend from a similar position last week. Let's see what's going to happen here, but the fans are not happy. Let's hope the free kick can make them happy. Six-man wall. Gilbert. Shot comes in. Oh, yes! You won't see a better strike of a ball. My goodness, and that really deserved a goal. And a class above it. And Andy Tilson has gone on his way now, and should it be a case that Gary Birtles will play some of this season at the back alongside Mark Lever, then it'll be nice to see how young Mark, as though he's not mature enough already, as that ball comes into the middle. There's barging there, and a penalty kick. Sean Cunnington was a man knocked over as the cross came in from Gilbert, and the referee right on the spot to award the penalty. I was just going to say it'll be nice to see how Mark Lever will mature alongside Gary Birtles. As I say, it's not as though he isn't mature enough. He's had a very fine season, but I'm sure that Gary Birtles will probably bring the best out of young Mark if he keeps that position. Well, here's a chance for Dave Gilbert to make it 4-0, take his goal tally to 2 for the game. It's Gilbert versus Payton. Let's see. Hammered in. Whoa. 4-0. Dave Gilbert 2. And Bournemouth are being roasted. This is Morrell looking to cross now. Back to the wing again. Morrell once again makes himself available. A good cross to the edge of the box. Dundee heads forward, looks for the return. It goes out there to Blissett. John Cockrell. The chase is on for Neil Woods. Neil Woods lays off. Here's Tony Reese. Tony Reese. Cunnington inside him. Still Reese. Oh yes! 5-0. Tony Reese. And once again it was a persistence of Neil Woods. The ball broke from him.
But that was a great piece of skill there by Woodsy. And Grimsby really fortunate to have this free kick, although having said that they should have had it in the first place, but it's quite rightly as Martin says, once play-on's allowed, and there goes the flashing again. That was a brilliant save. Yes, a goal. Reese. Fulham never really recovered from the shot that Stannard absolutely brilliant turned away. I don't know whether that's a great ball. And that's all he could do. And if that's in somebody's back garden, Mr. Lindley will be around to collect it. But that was a great through ball. So it's a 68 minute into the match, and it's Grimsby's 6th corner. And it's not a very good one, to say the least. Start again. Joblin. A chance here now. Woods. Hardgraves to go. He'll want a copy of that one. Hagner with a kick. Well up by Nevlin. He played well since he's come on. Woods, a great ball. Charles was too slow with his pass. He went with his shot. Well, 3-0, 80th minute. 81st minute rather.
Attacking by Town, because Tony Rees always does this anyway, but Joblin and Rees between them, they're forcing a corner out to really nothing.
Well, I think the attack, you know, Woodsy, Reesy and Gilbert and Giles have really got to take it upon to take the load off the Grimsby back four. I think a lot depends on the attack today.
Let's see what happens from this. Dave Gilbert. I'm sure this one will come into the middle, or proves me wrong once again. Childs, Gilbert takes over. Ball back to Gary Childs, now to the far post. Men in there, Lever! Goal! And that is a cracking goal by Mark Lever. And that was a precision cross there by Childs that found him at the far post. And Mark Lever rollies it.
Of Ian Barraclough, perhaps it's unnatural for him to go down the left-hand side, John, and centre.
Yes, he's been doing all right up to now, but he miscued that one. Town get the throw down below us. Into the middle. Oh, Woods back to Rees. Shot on here. Yes! 2-0. And that is why those two men are so potentially dangerous in the penalty area. It was a good long throw, left to Woods. Woods flicked it back into the path of Tony Rees, plonked it in the back of the net, and there's nothing at all the matter with that. That is how a striking partnership works. With Sean Cunnington getting in there, Dave Gilbert, Tom Watson, Sean Cunnington. It's all a bit scrappy out there at the moment. The ball really wants to come onto the deck. Tom Watson getting in well. And pushing it back to Barraclough. Well played by Tom Watson. Woods with a flick on. Dave Gilbert on the run. Rees on the far side. This is a real chance. And that's a goal. 3-0. Dave Gilbert knew exactly where Tony Rees was as soon as he picked up that ball. And Rees is not going to miss a chance from that distance. Ball bobbling about there for Dave Gilbert. He'll use Barraclough now. Down the line. Good ball. Sean Cunnington. Whoa. Wasn't as bad as it looked in actual fact. Sean had pushed the ball and the man just tackled where the ball was. Sean Cunnington knows that. The referee will have a word there with Flynn, but challenge not half as bad as that might have seemed.
Good refereeing.
It was good refereeing. He's actually had a good game today as a ref.
He's put in a couple of tackles.
He's put in a couple of tackles as well, yeah. Dave Gilbert looking for the one to the near post. Tony Rees, oh, he got behind the man. Rathbone, and that's going to be number 4. Absolutely pinched by Gary Childs, and poor Mick Rathbone, who's hardly put a foot wrong, didn't give the ball the weight back to Kelly, and Gary Childs nipped in as quick as you like. Well played. Woods on the chase. We'll get the throw. Childs. John McDermott, Cunnington is square. He goes for the cross into the middle. I think that's Dave Gilbert coming in there. It's a shot in! Tommy Watson gets another. Well, poor Ken Hughes in the Shrewsbury goal wasn't happy with his defence. Fairclough beaten down by Sean Cunnington. Dave Gilbert. Futcher has made his presence felt on that left wing. Good ball forward. Might get another chance. Down the line, Owen. Gilbert is in an awful lot of space. 3 in the middle. One of them is Rees. Oh, a cracking goal. An absolutely brilliant strike by Tony Rees. Dave Gilbert. Still Dave Gilbert. Still Dave Gilbert. Still going. And once again, Dave Gilbert, being as nippy as he is, just taking that risk. And Southend United catching him. And a free kick for Town on the edge of that penalty area. Now, we've seen what Town can do from these positions in the past. It's on the wrong side, so to speak, for Dave Gilbert. But there's no finer striker of a dead ball. And we'll see what Town can make of this one. Four-man wall Rowley. Right, let's see. Dave Gilbert. Shot comes in. Oh! An absolute beauty! And I said it was on the wrong side for Dave Gilbert.
It was certainly on the wrong side for the goalkeeper.
And hopefully Town can make that look even more messy. But first we'll have to see what happens from this free kick. Joblin to the far post, men coming in, that's a smashing goal! Tony Rees with the flick, and that was an absolutely gorgeous touch. Kevin Joblin. Oh, well seen by Joblin. Tony Rees off the chest. Woods, back to Rees. To the wing, finds Dave Gilbert. Immediately under pressure again, oh, and gone past two. Well played Dave Gilbert, the cross in, it's a low one. Tom Watson looking for it, there's a chance. Yes, Neil Woods! Well, he's so glad to get that goal. And the crowd behind that goal salute it. Well done, Neil Woods. That's what he's there for, to pinch that ball in the penalty area. Away by Mark Lever. Dave Gilbert. Joblin. Dave Gilbert. Ball forward, and this is Woodsy on the chase. Holds up. Support is there. A lovely ball. Dave Gilbert into the space. Cunnington and Rees forward. Still Dave Gilbert, and again, still Dave Gilbert, hammers it in, oh, off the post, and in, 4-1. And I think that's Tony Rees has got his second. And this is Town at the best.
And everybody up on the balcony here is putting all the heavy stuff on. And of course, much to the amusement of everybody up here, I've got Mr. Ives' coat on, and he's 6'4". Rees, Woods, and again, yes! Wood has done it! And I'm not taking his coat off. Cunnington, Rees. That's a great ball. Woods. It's in. Yes. Woods is back. But credit once again to Tony Rees.
That's all he could really do. Steve Sherwood's kick. Neil Woods a target, just a touch on, Tony Rees. Now looking for the back heel, there you go. Woods, this is a chance. There it goes, 1-0. Once again that combination comes off. Tony Rees with the back heel inside. Woodsy on his way, on his left peg. And there's no way that he's going to mess up a chance like that, rolling down there. Most defences would have crumbled under a few of those passes, but Chester stood the ground well and cleared well.
Yeah, it was a bridge too far for Dave.
About right. Joblin with the throw. Good one to the near post, flicked on. Is there somebody in there? Yes. 2-0. Tom Watson. The ball fell very kindly for him at the far post. Good turn. Finally away. Futcher is up against Maskell. Still Maskell holding on. Chips forward onto the chest of Joblin. And this should now be cleared. Nice little ball forward to Rees. Has the support of Gilbert. There goes a long ball. Lovely run by Cockerell. Can he flick it through? This is number one. There you have it. Absolute gem of a through ball by Dave Gilbert. John Cockerell kept his head, used his head, took it past Steve Francis, and you have the opening goal in only 2 minutes. Kevin Joblin looking for the short, but it comes hammered to the far post, men after it, headed away again by Hicks, corner number 2. This time John Cockerell. And this should be the in-swinging corner, hopefully right onto that near post. John Cockrell can certainly hit a dead ball particularly well. Let's have a look. There you go, into the near post, and it's in! 2-0! John Cockrell gets his second. Complete misjudgment by the goalkeeper, and that couldn't have been hit any better. I said it was going to go to the near post, Rowley, but I meant for the flick on. I didn't think he was going to score directly from it. 12 minutes gone.
Well, what can one say, John? I mean, the only thing that used to remind me of was old Jimmy McStay, who is a regular to see him score within swinging corners. And it'd be interesting to know when the last time a Grimsby player scored direct from a corner.
I think it was John Cockrell against Wolves in the Cup 2 years ago. It's to Kevin Joblin. Gilbert is wide. Joblin still in support if Dave Gilbert wants him, but Dave Gilbert looking to take the man on and leaving him. Low ball into the middle, Tony Rees lays off. Dave Gilbert, that's a penalty kick. Number 3.
Now, interesting this, because I asked Dave when Gary Birtles against the Wrexham game, if a guy's on 2 goals, would they give it to a man to get his hat-trick? Now, is Cocker's going to take it, or is little Davy? And Davy says, well, if the match is safe, yeah, well, now this is it.
Alan Buckley's not very happy about the situation.
No, I don't think the gaffer will be. Dave is taking it.
Right.
That is discipline.
Let's go for 3-0. There you have it.
I think Alan scored that goal. Number 7, Cheetham, and he's certainly got to watch himself.
So, free kick to be taken by Joblin. Squares, Paul Futcher. Not a good pass. Could have been, just a shade too much of it.
Well, what Futcher was thinking about with that winner with a win, it could possibly hold up, John.
Yep. And that was excellent play. And this was a good ball. Super play. Dave Gilbert into the space. John Cockrell. Handball! Penalty kick! No question about it.
What a ridiculous penalty.
Well, I don't know what the defender thought he was doing. I think it's Leadbitter. 23 minutes gone. Definite penalty. And I don't know whether I dare look at this one.
No, vital. But my word, what on earth was he doing?
Dave Gilbert versus John Vaughan. Here you go. That'll do. 1-0. Couldn't have taken it any better. And it was a funny old way for the game to open up. But we're not. And as half-time approaches, it would have been nice to have seen Town going 1-0 up. Long kick by Sherwood again, straight through the middle once more. Gary Birtles this time. Shot by him and into the back of the net. Grimsby go 1-0 up. Gary Birtles opens his account for this season. And and Alan Buckley and Arthur Mann are very, very happy to say the least. Cooper. Lever. Anchampong. Back heel. Away comes Smith, or does he? Yes, still going. Looks for the 1-2. Woods. There it goes, and Smith's in space. 2 in the middle, Dave Gilbert and Gary Birtles. Smith there. Ball comes in, pulled back. Tom Watson, 2 men going for it. Still Tom Watson. Shot comes in, and it's in. 2-0. My goodness, you can't believe it. It looked for a minute as though we'd cocked it up. Tom Watson didn't think so. As Martin has just confirmed with me on the camera, he was flagging for the offside decision, and the man was surely level. And level nowadays, he's not offside. Futcher will take the free kick. Looking for the offside, not given. John Cockrell, and it's there! 1-0! And John Cockrell has kept his promise to Rowley Godfrey. The flag stayed down. The Exeter defence let down the keeper. John Cockrell stole in on the chest and right-footed under the diving goalkeeper. What a great start. So, corner kick for Town. Dave Gilbert with it. It'd be nice to be 2-0 up at half-time. In it comes. Still in there. hooked away from Rees. Watson will settle for the throw.
You see, John, you know, when I talk about pressurising, I don't think they look anything special when we are attacking.
No, that's just it, Tony Rees. We reckon that is time up. Ball into the middle again. Still there. Cockerell makes it 2-0.
John, I think that could be it. Now, will Alan Buckley let him take a penalty?
Well, it was a good little ball into the middle. There's a man down there injured. Cockers gets number 2. And Town go 2-0 up as half-time approaches. We're halfway there. And the fans are in jubilant mood now, and we hope that they will stay that way. And John Cockerell's on a hat-trick, and that's about 3 times or twice this season that has happened to him.